Today's February 29th, and this morning I went up to, well, it's classified Gary, but it's more or less Hammond, I'd say, but went up there to look at a job. It's a big slag refinery, which they get all that stuff out of the steel mills up there, and what it is a pile of fines from the slag, and it got all I guess it gets hard once it gets rained on, and he said that it's been there for about, I think he said 2-ish years, and now they got a machine, I guess, to process that stuff. So he wants it all busted up. Well, the payloader they got, they can't really bust it up too good, so what they've been doing was scooping it up, dumping it, and then bag dragging it. And he's wanting me to bring the excavator up there, knock it all apart, run it over, smash it up, see what we can do. And it's a pretty big pile. They're thinking probably a week or so worth of work, so it all depends on how hard it really is. But went and looked at that. Sounds like I got the job. Just got to determine when I can do it and whatnot. So that's probably be next week. I think today's Thursday, I believe. But I gotta have a guy haul it up there for me because I'm not driving up there. It's a pain with the excavator on it and all that. So I gotta get everything figured out first. But that'd be next week's project, hopefully. But right now in the backhoe, letting her warm up a little bit. My dad picked up tile for this shop here. Well, I guess you can't see it, but the shop, we're gonna hook in all the downspouts and get all the water to go under the ground instead of on top of the ground. So we're hooking up some tile. There's 4 lines on each side, 2 on each end, and then 2 in the middle. So we gotta get them hooked up. We got a field tile. The field's right behind the shop there. I think it's maybe 100 foot, and what we're gonna do is there's a 6-inch already out there, so we're gonna hook in a 6-inch, run it up along the shop, and then hook in the downspouts, and then wrap around the back of it and hook up the north side of it. And the calf huts are over there. We're gonna run 4-inch laterals in there to try sucking that water up too, because when it rains, the calf huts, they're out of the water, but they're just a sloppy mess. So we want to get all that hooked in, get the water away from everything. So we'll get set up here, and I'll show you what we got. So made it back here. If I remember right, my dad said it's about 6 or 7 fence posts in. So we're gonna just dig across here. I think he says about 4 foot deep. So we'll see what we got here. There's a lane that we got to go out to the field, so we'll just dump it right here. This backhoe is a lot faster digging than our old one. What we do is try digging, and you usually can see, because this is clay, you can usually see about once you get past the topsoil, you'll see the clay change colors where you put the line in. So what we like to do is just kind of skim over the top and see what we can see. You usually can tell where he put the line at. But this being a lot of fill dirt, I don't know if you'll be able to see too much here. So yesterday with the tile, we didn't find anything that we were looking for. We dug and just couldn't find the 6-inch that we were looking for. It's way down, I don't know if you guys can see it, but just on the other side of that round bale feeder, we're on the other side of the fence there. And the tile comes kind of in on an angle, comes up here, then we tie in these downspouts. Well, I guess just this one in. I think the one on the other side, I believe. But tie them into it so they come in and then run out that way. Well, we came up here, we found this one, so we got this tile finder. You run it in the tile, and then you hook up a ground, and then there's a I guess a finder things in here. So what we're gonna do is open up this tile, run that down in there, run it all the way down there, and then you walk along and you find it. So when I get this set up, I'll show you guys how it works. But right now, we'll get into this tile. We'll feed all this down in there, run it all the way down there, and then walk this and find where it's at. That way we can go back down over there and dig up the tile there, so we can run that tile up along the new shop there. So we'll find it once we run the tile finder down in there. So we'll get this opened up here, feed this in here, and hopefully we can find it. So I don't know how well you guys can see this, but this thing, it works by telling you which way to go, and then it tells you how many inches. So we're heading for it. Went back from there, so we'll just keep going here and see where this leads to. Then at least it'll tell us how deep we need to go to. So up to the fence here, and shows what is it, right at 4 feet, and of course it's right at the end of where we dug. So we'll get in the backhoe and see what we can find. So we got the tile marked out where we think it's at, or hoping it's at. So got the backhoe out of the pasture there. Now we're going back to the hole we dug yesterday. We think it's only about maybe 4 to 5 foot further than what we dug. So hopefully we can find it here pretty easily. So we'll get set up here and start digging, and hopefully we can find it. So my dad and brother are getting the 6-inch tile rolled out here. Doing pretty good so far. Haven't had any issues. Got the 6-inch tile found, and now just getting everything tied in here. I don't remember exactly how many lines gotta run, but I think they're in 250 foot rolls, or maybe they're only 150 foot rolls. So they're getting it strung out. We're going about 3 foot deep here. Got this gravelly stuff that got hauled in, and then it's the clay. But it's digging pretty easy with this backhoe. depth gauge. It's a 3 foot deep or 3 foot high bucket, so we're just using that, and we got plenty of fall, so we're not too worried about that. So I just kind of set the bucket and go. Nice that it's got the extendable arm there. So we got all this dug in, the main 6-inch here, got it up, and then we wrapped it about about to the middle of the shop door, about the start of that. So got all that. Now we're gonna hook in these downspouts here. So we'll see if we can get these put in. It's already 4 o'clock, so not sure how much we'll get done, but we're just gonna dig straight down here and hook them in here. So we'll get started here and see what we can get done. So I didn't film much yesterday, but we got all this put in all the way along here. Ran it up to about the door here because the water comes out of here. So we caught that, and then we ran it all the way along the building here. Got the one downspout hooked in right here, got it teed in. We just did a 4-inch here, and then the main 6. But ran this all the way along here, and then got these two middle downspouts hooked in. These we did 6. They're 6-inch tiles. Did 2 there, and then teed into them down in here. And then all this is 6-inch all the way along here. My dad, he's backfilling this. Got 6-inch all the way along here, and then got the 6-inch in here, getting it filled in. So we ran it all the way, I think it's down, where is it? I think it tees in somewhere down in here. We were way down there, and we went way too far that way, but I think it's somewhere in here. So teed in, it's a 5-inch only, which kind of sucks, but it is what it is. But teed that in, the 6-inch, teed it, came up, ran one solid line all the way up and curved around the shed there. And then this here, we teed in another 6-inch, came in, went up along here, ran it all the way around the corner of the shop or shed here, ran it all the way up here. Had a little bit of problem in here with the back, almost flipped it over, but got it in here. It's a little muddy in here too. We got this downspout to hook in. He's gonna backfill some of this, and got this 6-inch all the way up through here. So that's gonna be another 6-inch tile there. Then this 6 all the way, ran it up. Get up here a little bit. So this is our drain for the sump pump. So we're gonna tee that into here. It's just fresh water. There's nothing, no contaminants in it, so we can just tie that right into it. Then these 2 downspouts, they're 4-inch into a 6-inch, and then they run into the main 6. And then up front here. I believe the 6-inch comes to about here, then this is 4-inch to that downspout there, because there's our electric line right here and it's not very deep, so there's not much slope right here, but it's good enough because it's just a one downspout. So that's 4-inch to that, and then the rest of that's all 6. And then what we're gonna do, as my brother moves calves here, we're gonna run 4-inch laterals, tie it into this 6-inch, try getting some of this water away from the calves here, that way they're not in water, because when this rains it floods this out pretty bad. So we're gonna tee, I believe we're doing four laterals, and then we're gonna come down there in the bottom with a 4-inch come up and go behind the calf huts here, run it along the back of them here. We're gonna run them along here, but we got the hydrant down in here for the calves waters. So this hydrant here, I believe my dad said there's the water line comes in from the back, so we're gonna come out from down there, come in, kind of stay along there, come up through here, and then cross the back here. But we'll probably have to move these huts and come in here, because that water line comes in somewhere along the edge of this, so we want to be on this side. So we'll tie that, come around here, and then loop out the back, and then put our 4 laterals in here. So that's basically the projects we've been working on here. I think was this 3rd day, I believe. The first day was a pain, didn't get much done, but then after that we knocked out some pretty good, made some pretty good progress anyways. So, but my dad, he's gonna come in, finish backfilling that some, and then we're gonna get that teed in to it and that end downspout. So hopefully we get this job done today. And then had a guy call me yesterday night. He's got some road grindings for us, so all I gotta do is haul it. But I think he's only it's probably only like 4 or 5 miles up the road from us, so it ain't bad at all. And sounds like he's got quite a few, so we're gonna get them while we can. But we'll finish this stuff up and then probably go get some road grindings.
So went and checked on the cows and grabbed the rake so I could rake the dirt out of the yard, and came back and checked on these dry cows. And this 246 heifer, she's trying to calve now, so I gotta do chores anyways. But told Dad, I'm like, we bedded them down this morning, I'm like, well, probably I'll have 4 calves now, because Jolene, she's up back by the gate over there. And then this 1134, there's a couple of them do, well, that heifer there, she's also pretty close. But now we got 11 or 12 of them due for March here, so that'll be just about all these, because there's 15, so we only have 3. But she's starting to gain here, so I'll probably do my chores here, and then if she needs assistance, we'll give her a little assistance, but hopefully she can have it on her own here. So had to assist 246 here. She wasn't gaining nothing, and looks like a heifer calf. Yeah, that's a heifer calf. So we'll get her up, make sure she's doing all right. Come on, girl. Psst. Come on. Come on. Psst. Come on. Come on. Psst. Come on. Psst. Come on. I like to get them up to clean their calf off, make sure they're doing all right, but because she was trying, but she wasn't gaining anywhere with her. She was just stuck on her head was all, but her head was kind of on the right side of her leg there, so it was kind of a lot coming out at once, because I like to have her head right between her two legs there. But yeah, we'll get this heifer up and get her to clean off her calf. At least she's cleaning her off, which went and got the cattle chute all set up, because she didn't seem like she was gonna lay there anyways, but she stayed put, let me put the chains on her and pull the calf out. So, but yeah, when got this cattle chute set up and got the calf puller, because looked like she was gonna have a little more troubles than what she did. But yeah, good healthy heifer calf, and mama's doing good. So I gotta finish doing my gotta do bottles for the calves, so see how many more calves we have here. Gonna be moving steers today. These little steers that are September calves. These guys, because it's getting pretty messy in here again, and there's 7 of them in here, which they're big enough now to get moved in with the big guys, but guy that's reaching through the wall there, gonna keep him back because he's a little smaller than everyone else. So gonna get the gate set up out on the milk cow lot, and then close that off, then run them through the barn and get them all in there again. So then I got be 6 more that can get moved in there from the big huts into that pen back there, but I gotta get that pen cleaned out. And there's a north wind today, but the sun, it came back out. We had rain yesterday and night before, and it cooled off a little bit. Yeah, we'll get this gate closed up out here. So got all my gates set up. So just gonna run these guys through the barn now. So yeah, that Billy, he's the one I want to keep back. He's just a little shorter than everyone else, but see if can't get him a little bigger before get him moved out with the rest of them. So yeah, all these 6 guys are all pretty good size. Which I put a gate in front of the opening there because a little more light in here so it can see what's going on, but now they all kind of want to sniff over there. But yeah, we'll just run them around corner here and get them ran through the barn. Come on. So then this is the fun part of trying to get them over the gutter here. So I need to close my gate back there, so we'll get these guys over the gutter here. So I got the last steer crossed here. Everyone else ran through the barn, so they're all outside now. So we'll get this guy out there and then we'll open up the gate to the big steer pen. So hopefully they all walk in pretty good. So I got all the big steers in with these little steers to hopefully get them all to run in together. So we'll get them going here. So got our smaller steers all moved in here. They're already found the feed over here, so that's good. Which this feed's a little different than what they usually get. For this feed, we just run the hammer on it. We don't put the screen in, so you'll get some whole corn, but it'll still be cracked for the most part from the hammer hitting. Yeah, but everyone's doing good here, so we'll go clean out that steer pen out back and go from there. we got the steer pen cleaned out and bedded down. So we'll grab Billy and throw him back in here, which got him on the other side. So we'll go and do that really quick. So then I'll go grab 6 more. Got the 3 up in the big hut over here. So them 2 are heifers, and then I got the next hut, 2 of them got the 3 steers. So we'll move them next year and get them moved in here. Oh. Oh. Hey. Oh. Oh. We got these 3 moved in here, and they'll run around for a few. So then I'll grab 3 more. Hopefully they should be able to clean up a little more in here, because 3 in that big hut ain't really too ideal. 2 is about the best for if you want to keep them a little cleaner anyways, but if not, you're just bedding them down all the time. But yeah, they'll run around in here for a few, and they'll eventually settle down. But yeah. And I don't have too good of camera skills here when it comes to moving them all at one time. It's kind of hard, so sorry about the poor camera shots here, but we'll grab them other 3 and go from there. So we got our new 6 steers in here. Little one there, he was the hardest one to get in here, which the last 3 I moved in here, I put the halter on them because it was too far to try to run them up in here. So yeah, they're all moved in here now, and they're all pretty content right now. So they'll be getting fed in a few here anyways. But yeah, we'll get going on some other things here, and probably wind up cleaning up those that big hut there. I got room out back. Probably put these 2 heifers out back and those 2 heifers there, but I don't know, might not do that quite yet today, I guess. But we'll probably just clean this one up, I guess, and go from there. So 11:34, she had a bull calf, kind of dark back here. We were halfway through milking, and she's been trying to calve since 3:30, and it's 6:30 now. So she kept getting up and down, and well, turns out calf was backwards, so was stuck on the back leg there. So we, Trevor, Maddie, and I got him pulled out. So she's got him pretty cleaned off here. So he's sitting upright, so that's good, and we'll get some milk out of her shortly here so we can feed the calf.